In today's video, I'm going to teach you how Lovable hosts MCP servers automatically with no backend. We'll walk through the full process in a simple, practical way so you can understand not just what to click, but what's happening behind the scenes. The big idea here is that Lovable can turn your app into something AI assistants can interact with, without requiring you to build and host a separate backend or MCP server yourself. First, sign in to Lovable and either create a new application or open an existing one that you want to use. Build or update the app as needed, and before moving forward, take a moment to test it properly. Make sure the app behaves the way you expect, because the actions available in your app are what Lovable will later use to generate MCP tools. At this point, there's no need to set up separate infrastructure, no custom MCP implementation, and no extra backend service. Once your app is ready, publish it. Click Publish, and deploy the app to its public URL. This part matters because agent integrations are designed to work with publicly published Lovable apps. In other words, your app needs to be live and accessible before those integrations can do their job. After publishing, open your project and enable agent integrations. When this is turned on, Lovable analyzes your application and identifies the actions it can perform. Based on that, it automatically generates MCP tools for your app. This is what makes the workflow so streamlined. Instead of manually defining everything from scratch, Lovable interprets your app and prepares the tools for AI use. Before exposing those tools, review them carefully. Look through the suggested MCP tools and remove or adjust anything you don't want available. Then configure authentication and user permissions so access is controlled appropriately. This step is important because it gives you direct control over what AI assistants can access and what actions they're allowed to perform. From there, Lovable takes care of the hosting side automatically. After your app is published, Lovable creates and hosts the app's MCP server for you. You don't need to provision servers, deploy a separate MCP service, or implement the MCP protocol yourself. Lovable also keeps that hosted MCP server aligned with the published version of your app, which helps ensure consistency as your app evolves. Finally, connect AI clients. MCP-compatible assistants like ChatGPT, Claude, Cursor, and other supported clients can connect to your app's MCP server. Once connected, they can discover the tools your app exposes, choose the right tool for a user's request, execute the actions securely, and return the